is by Mr. MILIND DEORE, Secretary, Bureau of Energy Efficiency, and he's going to talk about doubling the rate of energy efficiency improvement and promoting sustainable cooling. May I invite on the dais Mr. MILIND DEORE.
Very good afternoon. I think half of the hall is already empty. It is a pleasure for me to hear for this India's largest decarbonization platform for the built environment. I really give my best compliments to ISHRAE and the entire CoOL Conclave team for bringing to such a knowledgeable people and also the participants from various industries for this important initiative. Today, I'm representing here as a Government of India, particularly from the perspective of energy efficiency and how it is being important in view of the discussions which we are going on. Since yesterday evening and since morning also I'm listening about the buzzword energy efficiency, net zero, and many things. So I'm going to speak about how our country is going to lead about the efforts for doubling the rate of our energy efficiency improvement by 2030. And at the same time, we will also see that how we are going to promote sustainable and affordable cooling solutions. So you all are, I think, well aware and know that the energy efficiency is the first fuel. And this is being also recognized by many countries. Even IEA is being categorizing energy efficiency as the first fuel, and for India also, I think we are saying that energy efficiency is the first fuel, which is the cheapest, fastest, and the cleanest way to reduce our emissions and also to reduce our demand for electricity. As per the IEA's report of 2023, the global energy intensity has been improved in the last year is only 1.3%. And if you see the last decade from 2010 to 2020, it improves at 1.8%. Whereas India has done a significant work for energy efficiency, and our improvement rate in the last decade is almost more than 2.5%, which is more than the world average. So this shows that the commitment from all the stakeholders, including government policies, programs, and also the industries, their commitment towards the energy efficiency. There is a global goal to double this energy efficiency improvement rate, that we have to reduce the energy consumption by 4% annually, so that we will be on the track for the net zero commitments. You all know that the Paris commitment, just in the previous session also it was discussed, we are not, as a world, as a globe, we are not going to achieve that commitments as per the timeline. So if we have to achieve this one, so energy efficiency is one of the important fuel, you can say that, through which this can be achieved. And efficiency can contribute more than 40% emission reduction, which is needed by 2040. So you can think how it is very important, this energy efficiency as one of the important pillar. You also may be well aware that during the India's G20 presidency, the India is lead the energy efficiency to the core of this global climate dialogue. And we put forward this agenda, and we agreed, we make all the G20 countries agreed for this agenda to lead the adoption of voluntary action plan for doubling the energy efficiency improvement rate. And this was one of the important agreement which was signed during the G20 presidency, during the New Delhi's leaders' declaration. And similarly, this agreement was again reinforced during the COP28, where more than 124 countries have signed this commitment to double the energy efficiency improvement rate by 2030. So these are the current progress of our country. If we have to achieve this doubling the energy efficiency improvement rate by 2030, what we need to do? Which are the sectors they need to be contribute? So if you see that in the last financial year, through various policy interventions and the program, we have saved around 53.6 million tons of oil equivalent, which is almost 6% of our India's total primary energy supply. And if we have to achieve this doubling the rate, that is 4% of energy efficiency improvement rate from 2.5 to 4%, so we have to achieve 89.1 million tons of oil equivalent reduction has to be done by 2030. So this is a significant target. We have to grow from 53 to 89.1 million ton. And the largest share will again come from industry and the appliances. Industry will contribute from current 27 million tons of oil equivalent saving to 44.9 million tons of oil equivalent. These are the projections we have made. And the appliances, which we are talking from yesterday, on various appliances, the industry's appliances, domestic appliances, so they will going to contribute to saving from 23.4%, currently 23.4 million tons to 38.9 million tons of oil equivalent. So almost these two sectors contribute significantly to the target, and these are aligned with our India's energy independence goals for 2047. It's not moving. Can somebody check it? It's not moving. Oh, sorry. There is no moving on that. Yeah, sorry, I'm here. So now the cooling demand. You will aware about the cooling demand is going to rise by 8 times by 2037. These are the projections, and the affordable and sustainable cooling is required if we have to meet this cooling demand. As per the projections, almost 130 to 150 million new ACs are going to be there in India. And this number of ACs and the cooling demand going to increase the power demand. The peak load power demand will be almost 180 gigawatt. It's very significant. Currently, it is 10% of our power use now, which will going to be rise by 45%. So this cooling demand is going to be impact heavily on the power sectors and the systems and need immediate corrective actions. You all are aware that Bureau of Energy Efficiency is doing many programs for energy efficiency and energy conservation, particularly to the cooling. Appliances is one of the area where the focus is required. And as on today, we have almost covered many of the important cooling appliances under our standard and labeling program. Currently, 41 appliances have been covered and they have been labeled. In the last year itself, focusing to the cooling, we have revised many standards, many minimum energy performance standards of RACs, fans, and we have also launched 3 new appliances under this program. Under this single program, which is we have registered more than 43 models and more than 4,000 brands are being working under this standard and labeling program. Almost 56 crore appliances are being get labeled under this one single program. Apart from this standard and labeling program, we are ensuring the minimum energy performance standards. We are also trying to influence the behavioral change among the consumers as well as the citizens. You all are aware that the campaign encouraging the maintaining 24 degrees Celsius, we are already running it. And many AC manufacturers are also associated with us on this noble clause. So coming to this doubling energy efficiency rate, some plans has been already being framed. The industry, which are right now we have covered under the Perform Achieve Trade scheme, they are going to be transitioned to the carbon market scheme, that is CCTS scheme. And as of now, more than 9 sectors has already covered, and very soon we are going to be also add more 8 sectors. Under transport sector, the CAFE norms are already notified for 2 cycles. Cycle 3 is being under notification. For buildings, the energy conservation and sustainable building codes are already notified with respect to the new amendment of the Act. And now we are encouraging the state to adopt this energy conservation sustainable building code. For MSMEs, we have recently launched a program or scheme with a budget outlay of more than 1,000 crore. That scheme is called Aditi scheme, focusing initially in 60 MSME clusters. And then in phase 2, it will be covered 100 more clusters. So in short, the way forward is that in the current scenario, through this all initiatives, the government of India as well as the state efforts, we could save in the year 23-24 almost the energy having worth of 2 lakh crores. The total energy which we saved almost is 53.6 million tons of oil equivalent, which is, as I already said, 6% of our primary energy supply. And through this energy savings, energy efficiency, we could achieve emission reduction of almost 321 million tons of million tons of CO2. So we have to achieve the way forward by 2030 that accelerate the energy efficiency improvement rate by from 2.5% to 4%. And these are our sectoral achievement and the way forward, as I already talked with you. So in this platform, ISHRAE, I appealing ISHRAE, they are already partnered with us in many initiatives. So through this platform, again, this national target of doubling energy efficiency improvement rate can be achieved through standard testing lab, skill development. We can have a joint R&D initiatives, even training program, and some pilot demonstrations for the affordable cooling technologies. So conclusion is that energy efficiency is again our India's first fuel, and it is important enabler for the progressive development. Cooling must be smart, equitable, and scalable. With a global leadership, national roadmap, and strong institution is required, and definitely our country can deliver it. So let's act together to make cooling sustainable and energy efficiency universal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I would request you kindly stay back. And it was so nice to see you cover the possible opportunities between ISHRAE and BE. We've already been working a lot together. You talked about the ECS, BC, where ISHRAE played a significant role in developing the document. And a lot of work we could do together, especially on the skilling front, because that's one big challenge that we're all facing. So thank you very much, sir, for being here. And kindly come to the center stage. Can I invite Mr. Pankaj Dharkar and Mr. Ashu Gupta to kindly come up on stage and felicitate our esteemed guest.